I was turning that old radio dial, just wasting time. Then a song came on and I was 16 again. Friday Night Lights, number on my back, chasing every dream down an old dirt track. Every melody carries a photograph, every chorus has a face and a laugh. Funny how a song from 40 years ago can open doors you thought had long been closed. You think those days are gone forever, but memory never really lets them go. When the radio becomes a time machine, it takes me back to where I've always been. The smell of summer, the sound of rain, friends whose voices still call my name. One old song and the years disappear like they play and live instead of in my ears. You can't rewind life, but somewhere in between, the radio still becomes a time machine. We drank from a garden hose without a care, rode our bikes like the wind on the air. Streetlights told us when the day was done. Till then the whole wide world belonged to us. No cell phones, no GPS, no internet telling us what came next. Just a good feeling and a little faith, making our own choices every day. Sometimes we won, sometimes we learned. Every wrong turn was another bridge we burned. When the radio becomes a time machine, it takes me back to where I've always been. The smell of summer, the sound of rain, friends whose voices still call my name. One old song and the years disappear like they play and live instead of in my ears. You can't rewind life, but somewhere in between, the radio still becomes a time machine. Our grandparents wore the title heroes. They carried wars they seldom spoke about. They knew hard times we'd never understand, built tomorrow with their weathered hands. We weren't heroes, we were learning to survive, finding our own way through the ride. Growing older taught what youth could never see. Knowledge fills your head, wisdom sets you free. When the radio becomes a time machine, every station paints another memory. Football fields and cassette tapes, Cold War nights and endless days. Every heartbeat finds an old refrain, every lyric brings me home again. Though the world keeps racing toward tomorrow's dreams, the radio still becomes a time machine. Now I sit and watch those old stories play like Stranger Things, taking me away. And I smile because I finally see the kid I was still lives inside of me. When the radio becomes a time machine.